Jerry Mallory here for SB Nation and Pride of Detroit.com. NFL fans rejoice. The dog days of summer are over. Fall is in the air and it's time for football. Now, over at prideofdetroit.com, myself, along with all the other writers from the site, I'm going to give you the Lions predictions, the whole season. Who's going to be the best rookie? Who's going to be the best guy on offense, on defense? You can find that on Pride of Detroit. But right here, we're going to give you the full NFL slate, the full gambit, everything you need to know, all of the NFL awards, the division winners, and even your Super Bowl champion. However, I did omit one question from the article. The article asked, what would the Lions' record be? I said, we're going to save that for video. So we're going to end after all the NFL awards with my Lions season prediction in terms of record and a few other interesting notes that we might want to know about how the season will go. So without any further delay, let's get right into it. Offensive Player of the Year for the NFL, this is going to Alvin Kamara. The Saints, they don't have Drew Brees, but no Brees, no problem. This offense is still going to be prolific. Sean Payton is still there. Michael Thomas, he'll be back in about a month or so, but that's not going to stop Alvin Kamara from getting plenty of attention yet, plenty of carries, plenty of catches, plenty of touchdowns. If you were like me and you played him in that last week of fantasy football season last year, you know what he's capable of. Not one, not two, not three. You get the point. He can find the end zone. He's going to get tons of catches. He's going to get tons of carries. It's going to be a huge season for him in tune of the hardware Offensive Player of the Year. Congratulations to Alvin Kamara. Now, what about on the defensive side? Now, the NFL doesn't adopt this theory as much, but I think they're going to do it this year. Now, in the NBA, you get voter fatigue. You know, because if you're being realistic, Michael Jordan probably could have won 10 straight MVPs. Shaquille O'Neal could have won 5 straight. LeBron could have won about 8 or 9 straight MVPs. But you get voter fatigue, which means after one guy wins it so many times in a row, let's see a new guy. Let's see Steph Curry get some love. Let's see James Harden get in the mix. This is going to happen with Defensive Player of the Year this year. Because if we're being truthful, Aaron Donald could win this award every single year. Just call it the Aaron Donald Award. I already think he's on the Mount Rushmore of defensive players. This year is going to be no different. But the voter fatigue is going to kick in. The hardware is going to Chase Young. We've seen it before. We've seen several guys go from Defensive Rookie of the Year to Defensive Player of the Year. If I recall correctly, Aaron Donald, J.J. Watt, and this is off the top of my head. If you research it and I'm wrong, so be it. Luke Kuechly, you know, it happens, and I think it's going to happen in the case of Chase Young. So I'm not dissing you talking about voter fatigue. He'll be deserving. There just might be a little bit of debate between him and Aaron Donald, but it's going to Chase Young. He's going to have a phenomenal year, double-digit sacks. His impact on and off the field, supposedly, for the Redskins defense has been amazing. What about the young bucks? What about the rookies? Offensive Rookie of the Year, we're giving that to Mac Jones. Sneak peek, the Patriots are going back to the playoffs. Bill Belichick, that defense, they're going to kind of get their form. Not only did they lose the GOAT Tom Brady, they lost several guys that sat out due to COVID, several starters. They lost some time with Stephon Gilmore. Things are going to kind of turn around. And so when we're looking at Mac Jones, the preseason, man, he looked pretty good. I have my issues sometimes with Alabama quarterbacks because they got so many prolific wide receivers, but I think he's going to have a really solid season. They're going to lead this team to the playoffs. The stats are going to be there. The wins are going to be there. He's going to be the most successful of all the rookie quarterbacks. And so he's going to be Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now, what about on defense? Micah Parsons, linebacker for the Dallas Cowboys. The dude's just simply talented. You watch him on the field, he looks the part. So he's coming in, after missing some time there last year, COVID season once again, guys sitting out. He goes to camp. I don't know if you're watching Hard Knocks, you're hearing stories. He's looking just as fast, just as amazing. In preseason, he looks just as fast, just as amazing. This guy's a blue chipper. He has a lot of potential, and he's bringing home the hardware Defensive Rookie of the Year. What about Comeback Player of the Year? Well, we're staying in Dallas. Dak Prescott. Oh, that injury looked ugly. And there's some other good candidates, too. You've got Saquon Barkley. You've got Christian McCaffrey. But do you remember how good Dak Prescott looked before the year ended? I mean, he was on pace for probably, I don't know, if he kept up at that pace, 5,000 yards, 40-something touchdowns. Supposedly he's fully healthy. Both the lower leg injury, the ankle, the shoulders feeling fine. This offense is going to be legit. You add CeeDee Lamb in the second year, and so He's going to look good. He's going to be in contention for Offensive Player of the Year. Going to fall short in that one, but he will win Comeback Player of the Year. Now, what about the coaches? Well, I kind of hinted towards some of the success that the Patriots will have. Bill Belichick in his swan song, not his last year in the league, but the last year probably getting this accolade, he'll become Coach of the Year. This team is going to be fighting for that division. They're going to come close, but they'll definitely find their way into the postseason. And when you have a rookie quarterback and some uncertainties with the weapons, the offense is going to have to be manufactured, manicured. It's going to have to be game plan. Bill Belichick is up for the challenge, and they will see a rebound in their defense being one of the best in the league. The last award, get your tissues ready. I don't make the rules. My predictions are kind of more like guarantees. I just kind of know what's going to happen. John Matthew Stafford of the, it just doesn't even sound right saying it, but Matthew Stafford of the LA Rams is going to be your league MVP. All of a sudden, everyone loves Matt Stafford, right? All of a sudden, ESPN and all these other outlets, Madden, the ratings, I don't know, he transformed into something. I wonder what changed over this year where everyone loves him. Now, he's going to put up the numbers. He's going to have a phenomenal season. He's got weapons. He's got a good offensive line. He's got a good defense. He's going to have a running game even with Cam Akers out. That's all the recipe for success for Matt Stafford. He's going to get the job done. This team's going to go pretty far. We're going to talk about that in just a second. And so the success will be there. The stats will be there. Everyone loves Stafford now. It's going to hurt us. We're going to be happy. We're going to be sad. It's going to be a roller coaster of emotions. And Matt Stafford's going to walk away with the league MVP. So those are your individual awards. But who's going to do what? Who's our division winners? Who's going to be the wild card? What about the Super Bowl? Well, let's take a look. For our division winners, we've got Green Bay Packers. We've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Dallas Cowboys, the LA Rams, Baltimore Ravens, Tennessee Titans, Buffalo Bills, Kansas City Chiefs. Wild card teams. Your three from the NFC will be San Francisco, Arizona, and the Washington Football Team. Your three from the AFC, the New England Patriots, the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the Denver Broncos. The Denver Broncos is going to be my surprise team of the year. That defense is going to carry them, and they don't have to worry about one Drew Lock. I mean, he might get back in there, but to me, Teddy Bridgewater isn't a world beater. He's a serviceable quarterback. That might be all they need with that receiver talent and that defense. Super Bowl. Pittsburgh Steelers are going to be going up against the Los Angeles Rams. I've got the Pittsburgh Steelers winning the whole thing. They looked horrible in that playoff game, okay, playing the Browns. We all know how it went down. But let's not forget the successes that they had, especially early on in the season. They looked like Super Bowl contenders. Something happened. Things didn't seem right. You had Ben Roethlisberger in and out the lineup. It's all going to come together this year. They still have TJ Watt. They still have Minka Fitzpatrick. They got all the keys that you need. I like the offense. And now, with Najee Harris, they can have a return of a legit running game. I'm a big fan of Deontay Johnson. It's all going to formulate. Mike Tomlin's going to put this thing together, and this is going to be Ben Roethlisberger's chance to ride off in the sunset. Now, I'm not the biggest Ben Roethlisberger fan for a number of reasons, mainly off the field. But again, I'm not picking on who I like or who I want to win. I'm telling you what's going to happen. And the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to take care of business and defeat Matthew Stafford, Aaron Donald, Sean McVay, and the Los Angeles Rams. Now, let's get back to the Lions. The preseason didn't look that good. You know, I look at this thing a number of ways. We have an upgrade at coach, in my opinion. How much? We will see. I don't know how good Dan Campbell's going to be, but anything is better than one Matt Patricia. So we have an upgrade at coach. But we have a huge downgrade at quarterback. And memory serves me right. When Matthew Stafford didn't play, we lost. Now, we never had a backup quarterback as good as what Jared Goff is going to give us. But the fact remains, to me, this is a downgrade. Upgrade at coach, downgrade at quarterback. I've been going back and forth on this. I have a range where I think they'll hit certain things, but you guys don't come here to hear ranges. You want to hear a specific win total. I've got the Lions going 6-11. Now, two key questions coming into this season that many people are wondering about. Jared Goff, 6 wins, that's not great, but it's not horrible. Will he be the answer? Will they be replacing him? He's going to be better than I think a lot of people are hoping. or better than a lot of people are predicting. He's probably going to be a little bit better than even how I feel about him. I'm not a huge Jared Goff fan, to the point where some may argue, man, this isn't the strongest quarterback class. Goff played, good enough. Should we just wait? But I think ultimately, Lions brass are going to be looking for and receiving his replacement, whether that be next year in the draft, which is the most likely route, or some weird trade scenario of a young guy with a good cap hit works out. Not as likely, but a trade, it could happen. We just have to wait and see. Either way, there will be a replacement. Jared Goff he'll play okay this year, but they will be replacing him either in the draft, free agency, or via trade. Now, he might just go into 2022 playing, but his days will be numbered. Now, the second one, Jeff Okudah. You pick a cornerback third, you kind of want immediate results. It's just not realistic. The scheme just didn't quite work. Now people are questioning, hey, he played in front of Chase Young and Nick Bosa. Maybe that's why he was successful. Will Jeff Okudah turn things around? Some were really worried the fact that he got burnt in the preseason, that one play. But he will. My answer is yes. He's going to have a solid season, a rebound season. It's going to give us hope that he can be someone worthy of a high draft pick. Number 3 at cornerback, I don't know. He might not ever reach that. To me, that's like Deion Sanders. But he will show that he is worthy of being a top pick. He's going to have a phenomenal season. All right, guys, that's going to do it. You've been sitting here listening to all my predictions, probably writing them down, probably calling Vegas, doing whatever you do to put your bets in. I'm just here to give you the facts. Anyways, I appreciate each and every one of you for listening. Whether you called Vegas during the call or after, you're telling your friends you know who's going to win. All that is good with me. I just appreciate you watching. I'm out of here, but I'll be back soon. This season's going to be fun. We're going to have some cool videos. We're going to have some articles. You'll see me on the podcast. You know how Pride of Detroit does it. It's not just me. It's a whole cast and crew of characters that you love. So if you haven't subscribed to us right here yet, I don't know, that button's somewhere on your screen. Hit that button. We'll be back very soon after game 1 to talk about what happened, to look forward. And like I said, we got a few cool surprises for you, so stay tuned. So until next time, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. And as always, this has been Jerry Mallory for SB Nation and PrideofDetroit.com.